Welcome to the deep dive. Ever feel like you're just sort of drifting financially? Not really in control?
Yeah, like you're caught in a current.
Exactly. Well, today we're digging into a book that really challenges that, Your Money or Your Life, by Vicki Robin and Joe Dominguez.
A classic, really.
It absolutely is. Our mission here is to unpack its big ideas, how it flips the script on money, work, time, and why people call it a life-changing manifesto.
And it's amazing how relevant it still feels, right? Came out in the early 90s, updated since, but that core question it asks, you know, are we trading too much of our actual life for the money we earn? That question just doesn't get old.
That's the perfect starting point.
Yeah.
Because the book's core idea, its whole foundation, is this radical reframing of what money is.
It's not just dollars and cents.
No, well, they call it life energy, something you trade finite parts of your life, your vitality for.
Yeah.
Which leads straight to their big challenging question. What are you really giving up for the money you make? And is it actually worth it?
It hits hard when you think about it that way.
It really does.
Yeah.
It forces you to look at every purchase, every career move, completely differently.
And it's more than just the sticker price, isn't it? The book pushes you to see money as units of your life, your time, your effort.
All the hidden costs.
Exactly. Your commute, the work clothes, the coffee you grab because you're exhausted, the things you buy to de-stress from work.
Right. All that stuff.
It all eats into what you actually earn per hour. The book makes you calculate that, your real hourly wage.
And that's the number you're trading your life energy for.
Yeah.
It's often sobering.
Understatement. Yeah. It really reframes the true cost.
So, okay,
Yeah.
once you've kind of absorbed that idea of money as life energy, the next big question is, what's financial independence then? Because this book's definition is, well, it's not what you usually hear.
Not about just piling up wealth, no.
Right. It talks about financial integrity, which sounds maybe a bit abstract, but it means making sure your financial choices genuinely line up with your deepest values.
Purposeful spending, not just, penny pinching.
Exactly. It really clarifies it. The goal isn't necessarily getting rich. It's about getting your money and your life purpose in sync.
And that's a key distinction. People hear financial integrity and think budgeting, but it's deeper.
How so?
It's about the why. Is this purchase, this job, this investment, does it truly reflect what matters to me? It's about intention, not just restriction.
So less about deprivation, more about conscious choice.
Precisely. And that way, your financial goals support the life you actually want to live instead of money just running the show.
For young professionals maybe just starting out, feeling that grind,
Oh, yeah.
that perspective could be huge, making money work for them, not the other way around.
Absolutely liberating.
And what I really like is that it's not just philosophy. The book gives you like a concrete plan, a 9-step system.
That's where it gets really practical, yeah.
Yeah.
Turns the ideas into action.
Like step 1, track every single cent, everything in, everything out, no judgment, just awareness.
Get the baseline. Know where you actually are.
Then calculate that real hourly wage we talked about, factoring in all those hidden job-related costs.
Crucial step, because that number fuels the next part.
Which is analyzing your spending, but not just in dollars.
Right, in hours of your life energy.
So say your real wage is $20 an hour. That $100 dinner out didn't just cost $100.
It cost you 5 hours of your life.
Wow. Yeah. Seeing it in time, that shifts things, doesn't it?
Completely changes the calculation. And then there's the wall chart.
Ah, yes, the famous wall chart. Tracking your progress toward financial independence visually.
Sounds a bit old school maybe, but it's powerful psychologically. It makes the goal tangible.
And for anyone feeling stuck, maybe in debt or just struggling.
These steps offer a clear path. It's not judgmental. It's just, here's the data, here's how you gain control.
You see where the energy's going, and you can start making conscious changes.
Exactly. It empowers you.
Beyond the practical steps, there's this whole philosophy of conscious living woven through it.
Which is so relevant today.
Right. It encourages mindful consumption, finding more satisfaction with less stuff.
Getting off the consumer treadmill.
Totally. You know that feeling you buy something, get a quick buzz, then nothing. Or you want the next thing.
Hedonic treadmill, yeah.
This book offers a way to consciously step off, to find richness in enough. It calls it voluntary simplicity.
And enough isn't about poverty, it's about sufficiency. It's actually incredibly freeing.
How so?
Well, you shed the weight of always wanting more, the pressure to keep up, the mental energy spent chasing things.
That makes sense. Less mental clutter.
And often, A lighter environmental footprint, too. It's an
Yeah.
emotional and ecological win-win, you could say.
Which connects to why so many different groups find it resonates, right?
Absolutely. It's why minimalists love it, why people into sustainability connect with it.
And the FIRE community financial independence, retire early.
Oh, definitely. It's
Yeah.
practically required reading for FIRE. It provides that philosophical underpinning for living intentionally with your money.
And for people maybe mid-career, feeling a bit trapped or wondering, is this it?
It offers a framework to reassess, to ask, okay, what really matters and how can my finances support that instead of just the default path? It helps align work and life with purpose again.
So bringing this all together, the lasting impact. What does reading this book, really doing the steps, what does it change?
People often say it's like installing a new operating system for their financial life.
That's a great analogy.
It goes way beyond just budgeting tips. It fundamentally changes your relationship with money and, more importantly, with your time, your life.
It's about reclaiming your life, isn't it? From that cultural pressure that equates net worth with self-worth.
Exactly. If you're tired of the rat race, if you feel like there has to be more than just earning and spending, this book speaks to that.
It gives you tools to live more intentionally.
Ultimately, the book's verdict is clear. This isn't really about money.
It's about freedom.
Exactly. Freedom. Financial freedom, yes, but also emotional and spiritual freedom. Freedom from living just for the next paycheck, in every sense.
It helps you build a life that feels genuinely abundant, whatever your income level.
Which is why it answers that deep question so many people have, is this all there is?
Well, this deep dive hopefully shows there are powerful answers available. Exploring your money or your life certainly offers some profound ways to rethink things.
Definitely food for thought. Maybe ask yourself, what could change if you started truly seeing your money as your life energy?
How might that shift your next decision?
Yeah. What's the next choice you make, viewed through that lens?
A powerful question to leave things on. We really encourage you to reflect on these ideas, maybe even pick up the book and continue your own deep dive.